You are welcome to the Lord TV, your number one fantastic reality TV that gives you all that it takes to be enlightened on trending news such as politics, entertainment, sports, and what have you. If you are new on this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button as well as already subscribed. So please don't forget to drop your comments anytime I drop new videos. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Efcc pursuing case that has been decided by Supreme Court. Saraki cried out. Immediate past Senator Dr. Bukola Saraki on Friday described the asset suit filed against him by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) as a case already decided by the Supreme Court. Saraki, in a statement by his spokesman Yusuf Olaniyonu in Abuja, accused the anti-graft agency of instituting a case they earlier lost to the Supreme Court against him through the back door. The statement titled EFCC Claims to Forfeiture Application Case, Our Stand by Saraki. Yesterday, the lawyers representing Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki, former Senate President, appeared before Justice Rewan Aikawa of Federal Government High Court, Lagos, to oppose the application by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission for the forfeiture of its Ilorin home funded partly with funds provided by Kwara State government in fulfillment of the government and deputy government. Led by Mr. Kehinde San, Mr. Saraki's lawyer urged that all the agitation claimed by the EFCC on withdrawing of government money and its use to acquire properties were the same claims made before the Code of Conduct Tribunal, Court of Appeal, and Supreme Court between September 22, 2015 and July 6, 2018, when all the courts concluded and gave judgment respectively to the effect that there was no prima facie case established against Saraki. It should be noted specifically that Court 7 of the decided case, which went up to Supreme Court, stated as follows: that you, Dr. Olubukola Abubakar Saraki, made various lodgements into your guaranteed trust bank account as GTB GRA Ilorin through your aides as the governor of Kwara State and your account officer, and which funds you handed over to them in case at the Kwara State Government House, which were not fairly attributed to your income, gifts, or loans. The same old story is being repeated to the EFCC before Justice Aikuwa at the FHC Lagos. The lawyers also submitted before Justice Aikawa that EFCC produced no new evidence different from what was represented before the CCT and the appellate court in 2015, and this amounted to reopening of case that had been decided to the Supreme Court. This is just a case of bringing back through the back door a case that had earlier lost. The court was also told that the claim of the transfer of the funds belonging to Kwara State government has no evidential link to Saraki, as there was no documentation or instruction or testimony by any witness linking him to any such illegal transfer of money. We would like for emphasis to state that the facetious and the claim by EFCC on its center amounts being taken from government coffers and deposited by aides have no basis, is totally untrue and a fabricated lie. The agency has not produced any over or documentation evidence of approval, instruction, or endorsement by Dr. Saraki as proof of such acts. These claims made newsmen and newspaper headlines when they were first thrown into the public space by the same EFCC in September 2015 during the CCT trial, and no evidence has been produced in support of such claim. They remain mere headline-grabbing stunts for them. Saraki's lawyer also disagreed with the position of the anti-graft agency that made suspicious that government's money was issued in funding the construction of the house of in question would be enough to justify the application for forfeiture of the property, and that the burden of proof is on the defendants to prove the source of the money for the construction of the property. The position of Dr. Saraki's lawyer is that while EFCC could rely on mere conspicuous in obtaining an attorney for future order, it should provide concrete evidence and prove yourself beyond reasonable doubt that it claimed in order to obtain a permanent and final for future order. The lawyer also told the court that in line with the provision of the Governor and Deputy Governor Law 2010 of Kwara State, the state government provided 252.2 million naira for the building of a 5-bed roof and room duplex for Saraki as a two-term governor of the state, and he added his personal money to enable him fund the reconstruction of the property in question. The personal front came from earning from companies in which Dr. Saraki has stationarily declared that he has substantial and controlling interests. Also, the financial contributions Dr. Saraki made to the construction of the house in question was made in installments, ordered several years after he left office as governor. Moreover, the court was told that the properties was built on a private land never owned by government. The matter was being adjourned till April 27, 2020 for judgment. We observed that the reports in the newspaper were selectively derived from the written briefs submitted by both parties in the matter, and the journalists decided to give prominence to the sensational claim to the EFCC while using the brilliant submissions of the Saraki lawyer as footnotes. We hereby assure the association and supporters of Mr. Saraki that he remains inflexible in his brief in the ability of the Nigerian judiciary to always do justice to all persons and all people that are against him at all times. We believe that justice should prevail in this case as well. So, they think yesterday matter can be revisited today. On the last day, everybody will account for his or her own actions. Never mind, continues to enrich yourself at the expense of people. Thank God that the case is in court. Let's wait and see the outcome between Saraki and EFCC. God will really solve this problem issue for him. Why would they be bringing back a case that has been gone, that has been resolved for months now? How much was the total amount Saraki used to finish the so-called 5-bedroom bungalow that they claimed he built with government money? Don't mind these people, this APC and EFCC. Have they arrested former SSGF, that's the Benue senator, and Oshomole with all the evidence against them, I don't blame them because their oga does not have directions. Likewise, EFCC moves without directions. I wish Saraki all the success for what he did to Nigerian when he was a Senate president way back or then. I wish he succeed in this case that has been reopened for him by the EFCC. So, viewers, what would you have to say concerning this? What is your take on this? If you have any comments, drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive notifications or updates whenever I publish any new video. Thank you and God bless you.